What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. We got another Knicks game tonight after the Knicks dominated the Boston Celtics in Boston last night. We got Jalen Brunson going for 39 points in 3/4 of action, and now they're back in action tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. And I have a question for you guys, which is going to be the main topic. Do the Knicks actually have a chance to get the second seed? Well, yeah, they do, mathematically. Now, the only way that will happen is if the Knicks win tonight and Sunday on top of the Milwaukee Bucks losing their next two games. Okay? That's how the Knicks can get to the second seed. More likely than not, the Knicks will be the third seed because the Bucks to lose back-to-back games, even though they don't have Giannis, they are winning despite him. So that is definitely something we have to look out for. But the reality is the Knicks have a chance here to stay hot. Okay, we want to head into the playoffs with some momentum. And not to mention, if the Knicks win the next two games, they finish the season with 50 total wins. How about that? 50 burger for the Knicks on the win column. That will be ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to break it all down here on Knicks Media, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. The Knicks are back at the Garden after going on a road trip and dominating it. Knicks Galaxy's in the house. Let's go Knicks. You know it. Monarch, what's good, fam? Let's go Knicks. You know the vibes, baby. Knicks Nation, stand up. This is craziness what we saw last night. What Jalen Brunson did on full display on TNT, he reminded the people that he is here and he's not going anywhere. He's leveling up, baby. He is entering playoff mode. This is going to be a fun playoffs to watch. Now, I'm not really worried about tonight's game. You can argue this is a meaningless game because the Knicks are in the playoffs. I mean, where's the lowest they could possibly go? If hypothetically, if they lose their next two games and the Magic win their next two games, then the Knicks would fall to tie with the Magic, depending on what the Cavaliers do. But I don't see that happening, so I'm not even going to manifest that because the Knicks are not losing to the Nets and the Bulls, I'll tell you that much, especially the way that they're playing as of late. So right now we're the third seed, okay? And if the season ended today, the Knicks would be facing off against the Indiana Pacers in round number one. But the Knicks still have an opportunity to get to the second seed, and the vibes are high because what more can you ask from Jalen Brunson and the supporting cast around him? Now, the injury report tonight is Isaiah Hartenstein is not playing. He is not going to play the back-to-back, which is smart. He's still dealing with that left Achilles soreness, and you need him ready to go for the playoffs. In a meaningless game, don't play him. Deuce McBride's also questionable. And Jalen Brunson is probable, which basically means he's going to play. So that's really the injury report. Now, if you look at the odds presented by the proud sportsbook sponsor of the channel, BetUS, the Knicks are heavy favorites. 11-point favorites at home in this one against the Brooklyn Nets. Do you guys see them covering that 11-point spread? That's massive. The Knicks are at minus 600 money line, which is also disrespectful to the Brooklyn Nets. The over-under is set at 211.5. So shout out to BetUS Sportsbook for being the proud sportsbook sponsor of Knicks Media. Don't forget to make your bets today on BetUS by simply clicking the link down below in the description, folks. Now, as you know, we've been hot with our same game parlays that we've been cooking up for the Knicks, and I do want to continue that with you guys. So let's build a nice little parlay together because you guys have been helping me out with it in the chat. And if you guys want to tail the bets, don't forget to click the link down below in the description. I'll actually link it at the top of the chat to make it a little bit more accessible for you guys because I want you guys to make some money with me, okay? Please bet responsibly. I know you guys will, but you guys will get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500 when you open up your BetUS account with the link that I just put in the chat. So the points are at right here. Josh Hart's at 11.5. I like Josh Hart's points in this one. I think he's going to go off against Mikal Bridges, his buddy. So we're going to take Josh Hart's points. And then 3-pointers made. What else do I like in this one? 3-pointers made. Dante's at 3.5. He's coming off a game where he did not shoot the ball a lot from downtown. He's going to get over 3.5 threes. You know that. That's already a lock. And then assists. Let's see. Who do we like from assists? What's Josh Hart's assists at? Ooh, 6.5. That's a high number. 7.5. That's a high number as well. Wow. I like OG getting 2 assists. Okay, just let's do a 3-legger. Plus 450 for Josh Hart to get over 11.5 points. Dante DiVincenzo to get over 3.5 threes. And then OG to get over 1.5 assists. That's a plus 450 parlay, folks. You put $50 down to return $275, or you put $100 down to win you $550. So if you guys want to check out BetUS again, click the link at the top of the chat, folks. This is what I'm rocking with tonight for my Knicks. What are you rocking with tonight? Let me know.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
BetUS, where the game begins. And the game begins tonight. 7:30 back at Madison Square Garden. We're going to let the people remind the Brooklyn Nets fans that this Knicks team is here, and we're here to stay. Now, the cool thing about the Knicks tonight is we have dominated the Nets in recent memory, okay? Ever since the Nets had the little, ooh, we got KD and Kyrie, you didn't. Okay, how did that go out? That fizzled out quick, and now when Claxton said, I never lost to the Knicks in my life, since he said that statement, he's lost to the Knicks. What is it, 5 straight now? The Knicks have a win streak over the Brooklyn Nets, so I'm excited to remind the Brooklyn Nets fans, I remember what they were saying about this team when we were down in the gutter. Well, now they are down in the gutter, and they're wasting the talents and the elite traits of Mikal Bridges, future Knick, okay? Future Knick and Mikal Bridges. So we shall see about that. But there's a lot of other games around the NBA that I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts of. The Sixers and the Magic. Who are we rooting for? Who are we rooting for? The Sixers are scorching hot. The Sixers are on a 7-game winning streak. Now, I don't want to make it seem like I'm scared of any opponent, but the Sixers getting hot right now with Joel Embiid getting healthy right before the playoffs. If they squeak into the 6th seed and we face off against them in round 1, that's going to be interesting. We got the Cavs and the Pacers tonight as well, which is going to be big for the standings. That's going to be an interesting game. Who are we rooting for, the Pacers or the Cavs? I would love to face off against the Cavaliers, bro. I wish. There is the likely chance that we face off against the Pacers as well. Raptors against the Heat. There's a lot of games tonight. And then, of course, the Western Conference has a lot of fun games to talk about, but we're not really concerned about the West, even though from an NBA scope we are. So when it comes to tonight's matchup, I would honestly sit Brunson if I'm the Knicks. I mean, what more do you need from Jalen Brunson? Save him for the playoffs. This game is not that needed for a W. I think we could win without Jalen Brunson personally, but knowing Tom Thibodeau, he's probably going to play him. Okay? He's probably going to play him. But Jalen Brunson's on an absolute tear. I mean, you watch these highlights, and he's making everything look easy. Like, look at him get to his own pace. Oh, I'm going to the rim, just kidding. Pull up in your mouth. I mean, this guy. And how about the Boston Celtics fans with the nerve to be like, yeah, we weren't even trying, bro. Okay, you weren't even trying. You're literally full court pressing Jalen Brunson the entire time, trapping him, and playing your entire starting unit all the way through the third quarter, and the Knicks blow you out and get a 31-point lead at one point. But yeah, you weren't trying. I mean, give me a break, bro. Give me an absolute break. Yes, that was the first time the Knicks beat the Celtics all season long. We're 1-4 against them. But the Knicks are the only Eastern Conference team to beat Boston in Boston this season. The Knicks also did it last year when Emmanuel quickly had that crazy triple overtime game. So the Knicks are built to beat Boston. The Knicks are the second best team in the East. I'm not scared of the Milwaukee Bucks. That Giannis injury is serious. I don't know if the NBA media is really covering it the way that they should, but a calf strain is nothing to joke around about. The Knicks are fully healthy right now, minus Julius Randle, of course. But we got to accept that fact. I think the Knicks have been able to adjust and play without feeling like we're missing Julius Randle, which is a huge positive, and that's because of the level up of Jalen Brunson's game and Josh Hart in particular. OG's getting cooking offensively. Dante's becoming an absolute beast in terms of off-ball movement. There's so much to love about this Knicks team, man. The sky is the limit. I'm ready to see Boston. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. We still have to get through round 1, maybe round 2, before we get to see Boston. But I'm telling you guys that right now, man, the way that Jalen Brunson's playing, I got so much confidence. I got so much confidence in Jalen Brunson to do everything in his power to win whatever series we have to. I mean, look at these shots he's hitting. I don't know if he's had 3 straight 35-plus point games. I mean, can we just say that he had 3 straight 40-point games? The guy had 39 points in 3 quarters. If he played in the fourth quarter, it's easy 40 points. Okay? So I wonder if Mitchell Robinson's going to start tonight with Isaiah Hartenstein being out. So if that's the case, then Precious Achiuwa will be getting more minutes as well. Do you start Mitch, or do you want him to kind of stay coming in off the bench now that iHeart's not playing tonight? But Isaiah Hartenstein being out tonight's not concerning. The Knicks are just calling it injury management, okay? Injury management because of that sore left Achilles. Remember, the Knicks are playing back-to-back. The Knicks are playing back-to-back. So keep that in mind. But, folks, don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the show. The Knicks are facing off against the Brooklyn Nets tonight in their second-to-last game of the regular season. We have 2 more games, and then next weekend is where the fun begins. Next weekend is where it all begins, folks. Who's ready? Who's freaking ready, bro? Oh, my gosh. I'm so pumped up right now. I feel like the Knicks, it's hard to really justify getting excited for tonight and Sunday because there's not really a lot of excitement behind going up against the Nets, going up against the Bulls. All the excitement really comes down to looking across the NBA, what teams are doing, where the Knicks are seated in the Eastern Conference, and who are they facing off against in the first round. I don't care who we face. I don't care if we face the Indiana Pacers, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Miami Heat. I don't care who we have to go up against. We need to dominate. We need to go into that first round and beat them. 110%. I'm not afraid of nobody. I don't care that the Philadelphia 76ers have found new life with Joel Embiid coming back. I don't care that Halliburton's been banged up most of the season. He's coming back. I don't care that the Miami Heat always save themselves for the postseason. I don't care about any of that. Give me any team in the first round, and the Knicks got to beat them in 5 or 6. At home, by the way. We're going to have home court advantage in the first round, potentially even the second round, if we get to the second seed. And the way that we can get to the second seed is winning these next 2 games and the Bucks losing the next 2 games, which will be a tall task. But you never know. The way that this Knicks team is playing right now, it's fun, bro. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And we just did that last night. The only Eastern Conference team to be able to go into Boston and beat them the way that we did, bro. The Celtics are a great basketball team. The Knicks did everything that they wanted to. Jalen Brunson was going all over the place. And don't let any Celtics fan pretend that, yeah, we weren't trying. Bullshit. Their starters were playing all game. They were double and triple teaming Brunson the whole time. Full court pressing. They'll lie to you, bro. I mean, look at the movement of the ball. Jalen Brunson, I'm sorry, but I'm just staring at the highlights, the same highlights that you guys are watching on the screen, and I'm just in awe. I can watch this guy play basketball forever. He just goes at his own pace. You throw any double team at him, it doesn't faze him. He just gets to his spot. He's patient. He's efficient. I mean, the passing, the leadership, the putting the team on his back when he needs to the most, the fluidity with the ball, the calmness, the poise. I can keep going. There's a laundry list of traits and qualities to Jalen Brunson's game that can be talked about. This guy is literally the best player in the Eastern Conference this season. You cannot name one better player. I know that the Celtics fans are like, yeah, Jason Tatum's better this year. No, he's not. He's on the better team. But Jalen Brunson as an individual is the best player in the Eastern Conference. I think he should be 5th in MVP race, if not higher. I wish he would higher, but, the Nikola Jokic just doesn't know how to win MVP. SGA, Luka, of course. Giannis is having a career year, so he's not going to win MVP, but he should be All-NBA first team. And now we're even hearing some rumblings about the contract negotiations with Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, which is that's going to be interesting. Because that's going to tell you all you need to know about Jalen Brunson. If Brunson signs an extension this season with the Knicks, he's leaving potentially $100 million on the table. Because if he decides to double down on himself, say, you know what, I do not want to sign an extension, that means he is going to try to replicate this season and sign a supermax next year. I'll tell you this right now. If Jalen Brunson signs an extension this summer, we just got Jalen Brunson on a bargain. Again, he already is on a bargain right now. And if I'm the Knicks, bro, I am offering him a max contract, however much he's eligible to get paid, and offer it to him this summer. Get him long-term here. He deserves every single penny. But there is a chance where Brunson's like, yeah, but I know that if I don't sign this and I want to wait, I can get paid even $100 million more than this. And if Brunson wants to be a good player, and listen, I don't blame him if he wants to go for the money, but boy, would that be huge for the organization if they can have that $100 million to play around with and build around this team. I have a feeling Brunson's going to sign it. I got a feeling. This is the game we need tonight. Big game if you want number 2. Absolutely. If we want number 2, we have to win the next 2. We won't win season MVP, but we got a chance at finals MVP. I'd rather that one. Absolutely, Fabian. OG locking up Bridges. You got to pay toll, homie. I'm realizing that OG Anunoby is a Mikal Bridges. Like, we're always like, oh, Mikal Bridges would complete the Knicks. OG Anunoby is a Mikal Bridges. You can argue he's a better defender than Bridges. Bridges probably is a better offensive weapon, but OG's better at offense. I'm sorry, defense, excuse me. So we shall see about that. This year, an extension can only be 3 years. Sign him. Ink it. Don't even look twice. Don't even hesitate. 110%. 110%. Now, let me know your guys' thoughts around the NBA. Hawks versus Knicks, make it happen. Oh, I wish, bro. Give me the Hawks again. Oh, my God. I want revenge on them. I don't get the whole fascination with the 2 seed. Wouldn't we want Pacers as a 3rd seed over Miami or Philly as a 2 seed? We can beat anyone, but why make it harder? The 2nd seed is ideal still. I'm not afraid of anybody, John, honestly. Like, give me either the Pacers, the Sixers, or the Heat. If we want to be the best, we got to beat the best. I don't have a fear mindset. I want home court advantage all the way through the playoffs, through the Eastern Conference Finals, until we have to match up against the Celtics potentially. That's how I look at it. Give me home court in the 2nd round. Because if we're the 3rd seed and then we face off in round 2 against the Bucks, we're not going to have home court. I want home court. I don't know about you. Home court advantage sounds pretty pleasing. Pretty good to me. You feel me? That's how I look at it, at least. So the Knicks do have a shot at the 2 seed. The way that they're playing basketball right now, you can argue that they have a chance to go all in and go for a deep playoff run. I'm so excited, man. And tonight's game, it's just going to be fun to watch our boys play just to get ready for the NBA playoffs. Let's get it. Didn't the Bucks just win their last game? So they're obviously not tanking. Mets take care of business with the Royals. How about the Mets beating the frickin' Braves? Oh, that made me feel good. That made me feel good. You finish as high as you could finish. Their next team is the chair. I think for many years, things are going against us. It's just that pessimistic feeling we always have. Absolutely. Give me anybody. I don't care who it is. We should be at Lee. Yes. Bro, give me 50 wins. This is a year where we can look back on and we won 50 games. Jalen Brunson had a MVP level season. We made 2 trades. This is the year. Like, last season was kind of like the we're back type of vibes, even though it felt like 3 years ago, and then we took a year off, and then we get Brunson. Brunson's like, yup, I'm here. I'm your guy. And then my 2nd year with the Knicks, look what I can do. Now we're seeing it before our eyes. And now the Knicks are established themselves as one of the league's best, and it's also cool because it feels like it's sustainable. Isn't that refreshing? This doesn't feel like a little short-term thing. This is an absolute sustainable franchise that knows what they're doing. Leon Rose has been playing chess while the whole league has been playing checkers. He has set this Knicks team up beautifully for long-term success. Nobody saw what Jalen Brunson became but Leon Rose. And many people clowned the Knicks for doing everything they could to get Jalen Brunson. Where are they at now, bro? Where they at now? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show and subscribe to the channel. We got Knicks taking on the Brooklyn Nets tonight. I'm super excited for this game. The Knicks are coming off a dominant effort against the Boston Celtics last night. Woo! My adrenaline's still high from that, bro. My adrenaline is still high from last night. Something I've seen this year, Jalen Brunson a lot more animated than he was last year. He's getting more confident. One hell of a season for these New York Knicks. It ain't over yet. Eastern Conference Finals minimum. Give me the NBA Finals. Give me the championship. Come on now. Can you imagine the Knicks go all the way? Why not us? Damn it, why not? The Eastern Conference is wide open, bro. It really is. The West is not. The Western Conference has like 6 teams with 50 wins. That's crazy. But the East, that's not the case. It's wide open. There's one good team, and then there's the rest. And we're part of that squad. You could argue the Knicks are the second best team in the East. That's what Shaq said, even though it pained him to say it. So, the only way that we get respect from the NBA is by just keep doing our thing and win basketball games. Let's freaking get it, baby. Knicks Nation, I love you guys so much. We got a Knicks basketball game tonight to be excited about. We're going to wrap up the show here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And then we got the regular season finale on Sunday. Vibes are high. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Your boy's out of here. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sportsbook sponsor of the channel. If you guys want to check out the odds, the Knicks are huge favorites. 11-point favorites at home against the Brooklyn Nets. So if you guys want to make your bets, that link is pinned at the top of the chat. Thank you all for the support. Let's go, Knicks. We're about to destroy these Brooklyn Nets, baby. I promise you that. Catch you guys later. Enjoy your Friday night. It's Friday Night Knicks, baby, on MSG. You got front row seats. See you guys later. Peace.